At the age of 17, this guy went to go and do money ritual. He slept at the graveyard because nobody in his family could even boast of 100,000 naira. Today, he's a born-again Christian and is here to share his story. How many $1,000 did you receive?
That was $12,000 times 4.
$12,000 times 4.
Yeah, 4 places. I was loaded to the extent that I even forget the man this same man that took me to burial ground. I didn't even remember him. I was just living my life, moving from hotel to hotel, lodging, doing a lot of bad things with girls, so many things.
How much drink did they do?
They take drink close to more than 3.1.
3.1 million.
Yes.
And how much did you have in your account?
I was having 1 point something.
1 point something in your account. Jesus.
Hi everyone, my name is
Hello
Daniel.
everybody, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I greet you in the name of our Lord Jesus. When the Bible says that the love of money is the root of all evil, and he went ahead to say that some men of God have pierced themselves through with many sorrows because of the love of money. Now, sometimes people misquote that verse and they say money is the root of all evil. That is not what the Bible said, but the love of it. Friends, the Bible said that money answereth all things. But you understand that when the Bible says money answereth all things, the same Bible tells you that even horses and chariots fail in the day of adversity. That tells you that there are limited things that money can answer your needs, around you, things that you can afford, and sometimes money can be a defense, for you, in some cases. But when the ships are down, money cannot give you life. So many people who are wealthy have died in the process of even trying to save their lives because they are sick, right? Or there are people who have died not because it was their time to die, but because poverty, came in and they didn't have money to treat themselves, and off they go. I know of somebody who was very sick and was almost, people around her was almost losing hope. But God gave her grace, and she has people that can take her outside of this enclave where we call a country, and she was given nice treatment. Back into the country, very pretty, very beautiful, and her life has been renewed. But I'm not talking about money here, but I'm talking about the consequences of the love of money. This young man here has a story to tell us how that for the sake of money, he went seeking for money in the wrong way because he wanted to create a history, a story that was not hitherto told his family. He went sleeping in a cemetery for the sake of money. He made the money, but his story is sad. I want you to listen to this story and brave yourself up because you may shed a tear or two. I'll be seeing you at the end of the story. Don't go anywhere.
You are welcome to the End Time Truth Television, the channel for the lovers of truth, for the truth of the end time. So if you are a lover of truth, give us a subscription and God bless you. Shalom.
Your account. Jesus.
Hi everyone, my name is Daniel Unoko. I'm from Edo State. At the age of 17, I engaged myself in internet fraud just to change the situation of my family, because in my family back then nobody could even boast of 100,000 in an account. So I was so desperate to make money. I wanted to change the situation of the family. So I did a lot of bad things. I just want to share my story with you so that those young people who are like me out there, they should learn from me and they should not make the same mistake that I made.
Bro, I can't believe that at the age of 17 you slept in the graveyard because of money ritual. Can you tell us what really happened?
Yeah, at the age of 17, I was very desperate for money. I was eager for fame and success because I've seen people around me, they were making it. It's only my family that was left behind. I wanted to change the situation of my family because back then in my family, no one could boast of 100,000 in his account, even both the male and the female. So I'm the very last born of the family. So I wanted to change things.
How many people in your family?
We are 8 in numbers. I wanted to change things. So I decided to engage myself in changing my family situation. So I met a guy and he said that we should come to Senegal. He wants to teach us Yahoo. So we should look for transportation by ourselves. So in that process of it, me and my 2 friends, we decided to do something about it, because my friends, they let me know that we can't just go into that place. Now Yahoo we want to go do, we should go and have backup. We should go and look for somebody that will back us up so that it will be quick. So in that process of looking for somebody, we went to go and meet an old man. The man is a native doctor at Edo State there. And we went to Ishiran. Ishiran is very scary. It's one of the most scary places in that room. So when we got there, we explained ourselves to the man. The man was very eager to help us. So, and he asked us, he placed a condition of like, look at what you are going to do, that he's going to bait us in the cemetery around 12 o'clock in the night. So my friends and I, we said no problem, we will go and think about it. So on leaving the man's place, those my friends, they said that they were not interested, they were very scared. Me, I was really looking for how to change the situation of the family. I was looking for everything to make the family okay. I was fearless and boldness. I said no, I can do it. I went back to the man in law. Those my friends, they didn't go. I asked the man that I'm ready. That was 2019. So the man looked at me and he shook his head. He said, okay. So the man started the process on me, and I have to sleep in the shrine from morning till 12 o'clock in the night before he finally come and wake me up, and he took me to the burial ground. When we got to the burial ground, he pulled off my clothes. He tied me red clothes and white clothes, and he showed me a grave that I should sleep. So, and he left me. After doing some incantation, he left me in that place. And
Naked.
yes,
You were 17 years old.
I was just 17. So he left me. So I have to be in that place. Everything that in that burial ground that very night, everything I saw was very scary. It was. I wanted to run, but I can't. I was just, the position he kept me on the grave. I was there. So everything was scary. I saw a lot of things, different things. I felt something was entering inside of me that very night. A lot of things I was feeling a lot of things in my body.
What were some of the things you saw?
Like demons, like the dead people who are dead, wandering around the cemetery. Those people, the dead people, both old and young, they were just wandering around the cemetery, which is I was seeing them.
They look like human beings.
Yes, but some are shapeless, some are very shapeless. I saw a lot of things that very night, and those people that I was seeing, some were coming close to me, and I feel like some were entering inside my body. I was feeling something. The place I was lying down, I was there, my eyes was open, and I was looking at everything. Even though I was asked to close my eyes, I didn't close my eyes. I was looking at everything that was going on. That was how I slept in that cemetery from 12 o'clock till 4 o'clock before the man came in the morning around 5 o'clock to took me away from that place. And by the time I left there, I was already possessed. There was a lot of things that entered inside me that very night in that cemetery ground. So that was how, when I get back to the man's place, he prepared me. That was how I traveled. So when I get to Dakar, Senegal, when I get there, I was staying in Police Grand Youth. Those of you that have been to that place, Police Grand Youth, very close to Barrack. So I was there. Things was moving out. It was planned. I was getting it clear. I was doing fine.
How much were you making from the Yahoo Yahoo?
Yeah, I was making $12,000.
$12,000.
Yeah, $12,000. But it depends on the billing. It depends on the billing. So I was doing fine. I was doing okay until after years in Senegal. When I was okay, I decided to come back home. So when I came back home, I forgot about the man who helped me.
Like, how much did you make?
I made close to 18 to 19 million.
How many $1,000 did you receive?
That was $12,000 times 4.
$12,000 times 4.
Yeah, 4 places. So the last woman that paid me, the woman he paid me, he was not having money. He paid me 7,000. So when he came back, I was feeling okay. I was loaded to the extent that I even forget this same man that took me to a burial ground. I didn't even remember him. I was just living my life, moving from hotel to hotel, lodging, doing a lot of bad things with girls, so many things, until I went totally broke. When I got broke, that is when I realized that somebody helped me before. That was where my mentality come back. So I decided to go back to the man. When I got to that man's place, the man was very annoyed. He never wanted to talk to me, and he told me every single slip that I've collected, that he's aware of it, that he's just waiting for me at the right time to strike me because I didn't fulfill what I've had. So I have to beg this man.
You made a vow to him.
Yeah.
That if you succeed, you remember him.
Yes, I'm going to buy him a car. That's what I told him. So the man was very angry with me. I have to beg him. I was on my knees begging him, telling him that as I'm even talking to him now, I don't have any money on me. I squander everything. The man looked at me. He said, okay, he's going to give me a second chance. So the man said, the second chance he's going to give to me, if I should mess it up this time, he's not going to forgive me. So I have to treasure the second chance that he gave to me. So in the contrary of this, the man asked me to go and get a dead body water in the mortuary. He asked me to go there. I went in the mortuary in Oromi there. I went to go and get this dead body. And I brought the dead body water. I went to that place to bought it.
How much did you buy?
I bought it 50,000. So I went to, after bringing the dead water, I took it to the man. The man did a lot of things with the water, and he told me I should go and bathe with the water at the Fort Junction and the marketplace, very close to Urumi there. So I leave. When I get to that place, it was around 1 o'clock at night. On getting to that spot that he asked me to bath, a lot of things was still going on in that process, like seeing some women sitting down. There was a code I want to enter inside of me, but I resisted. I was just doing on my own. I bathed with the dead body water. I bathed with it. After bathing with it, I spent like 45 minutes in that place. So the man asked me that after bathing with the water, I should make sure that the water have dried my body. I should not clean my body. So after bathing, I have to obey. I obey every instruction of the man. So that was how, after everything, I left. In this second chance, things were started moving again. Things were going where. Before I collected another money, another $7,000.
$7,000.
Yeah, another $7,000. Before I collected another $7,000, so I now have to go and settle the man. I settled the man. I settled myself.
How much did you give to him?
I gave that man 3 million naira. So after everything, I was just doing my own, I was even eager to commit more atrocity just to make sure that I was okay. So I was like, let me just do more to make sure that I'm definitely fine. So on the day of my birthday, I was celebrating a birthday, because my birthday is always, I do celebrate my birthday. For those people who really know me, I celebrate my birthday. So on the day of my birthday, money I have in my account was not that very much. So I celebrated it. Those people that came, I don't know, maybe it's the type of influence that they have on me before. They took what they know that. I don't know whether they did it on consciousness, I don't know. But they just took something which is later of it I could not able to pay for everything. There were other things.
Okay, you had a birthday celebration, you invited your friends, people came to the hotel and they were taking different kinds of drinks.
Yes.
Okay, and they went, it exceeded your budget.
Yes, it exceeded my budget.
How much drink did they take?
They take drink close to more than 3.1.
3.1 million.
Yes.
And how much did you have in your account?
I was having 1 point something.
1 point something in your account?
Yeah.
Jesus.
So so after everything, the woman now told me that I should call, they bring the pic for me. So I was like, madam, I don't have this type of money. How were those people ordering this thing? I was not even aware. And he told me, Shebi, I was the one who asked them to come out. So in that process of argument, the woman got me arrested. When he got me arrested, took me to the station. From station, it took me to court. When I get to the court, the judge asked me, are you owing this woman? I say, yes. How much are you owing her? I say, look at the estimate she gave to me, but I'm not owing her to that exactly amount, because that was what I said in the court. So they said that, okay, I'm truly owing her. That means I've pleaded guilty. They now have to give me 2 years at Ubiaja Correctional Center.
Spent 2 years in prison.
1 year, but I was jailed 2 years. So when I get to Ubiaja prison yard, in that place, life was very miserable. It was very miserable. Those things that were in my body, I can still feel them. I was still very in good communication with those things. I was there months. In that place, that was where I decided I gave my life to Christ, in the prison yard. When I gave my life to Christ there, things was like, I get close to God. I start communicating with God, reading my Bible, doing evangelism from cell to cell. I was, even in Ubiaja prison, they know me very well. So after everything, God did it for me. I got released. So when I got released, I came back. Life was very miserable.
How did you get released? I mean, you were sentenced to 2 years imprisonment, but you only spent 1 year.
Yes. To Tinubu regime, he said he want to pardon 400 prisoners.
And you are among?
Yeah, I was among those people. So God was so kind. Everything worked accordingly to God's will. So I came outside. When I came outside, ever since I came outside from the prison yard, life have really been miserable to me. And I have a lot of friends who are supposed to have at least help me, but they don't want to. Some of them are giving me conditions to help me. And I have a son. I have a 2-year-old son. His name is Destiny.
You had a child before you went to prison?
Yes, I have a child before. His name is Destiny. By the time I came back from prison, even when I was in the prison yard, my wife was coming to that place to come and see me off, and my mom. So when I came back, life was very miserable. Any of my friends that I went to help me, they want to pull me back to those demonic things, which I've already given my life to Christ in the prison yard. So I came back and meet my son. My son was there, my wife was there, our mom was there, everybody was there. And my son, as I met him in a very bad condition. He's suffering from hernia. As I'm talking to you now, he's suffering from hernia, which is they're asking me to come and operate him because the thing get big as every day. It's getting bigger. So I beg all my friends that to help me, but nobody wants to help me. Instead of them to help me, they are planning of taking me back to my way of my life. And I said no. I said no. Ever since then, nobody agreed to accommodate me. I'm homeless from now. I don't have house. I don't have anything. Until I met one prophetess Deborah, which I saw her story online some months ago. So I decided to look for her. When I get there, she take me in. She had been the one caring for me. I'd be sleeping in her church. I was just there, nothing, no communication, no for anybody, just abandoned me. And my son is just still dying of that hernia. So I don't want to go back to the past. I want to thank God for saving my life because the way the things are going, I don't want to return to my past. I just want my son to get well. I just want to operate him. I pray God will help me because going back to my past, I don't think if I should go back, I will escape it. It's just dead.
Wow, oh Jesus. How old is your son?
He's 2 years old. 2 years and 5 months.
If you don't have a child, you won't really know what it feels like to see your son actually in a very terrible condition and you're not able to help that person. So hernia surgery is not so expensive. You mean you are so broke that you're not able to do it?
Yeah, even this very point I am now, I don't have any money. I've been the woman of God who have been caring for me. And you are the one who have been accommodating me at church. I don't have any money, even phone, I don't have a phone. You just take me in after the deliverance. She lay on me almost 7 days deliverance after coming from prison. So for now, I'm homeless. I don't have anything, and my friends are forcing me to come back. I don't want to go back. I just want to save the life of my son.
Deborah, so it was that video we did that he saw and contacted you.
Yes, sir.
And you took him in.
Yes, sir.
Wow, this is really interesting. So he said that he's really, really broke right now, that he cannot afford surgery for his son.
Very broke. I've been the one feeding and taking care of him ever since he came. He's even sleeping in my church. So I had to leave my place and be sleeping in church because of them, because my place is not conducive for me to pack everybody. I'm taking care of 8 youths now, and all of us will sleep in the church. And in my house, I have my mother there, my sister that lost her husband and her kid, my late brother's children. So I have like all my family that I'm taking care of there. So I just decided to go and sleep in church with them. So we have been managing in the church, and that's it. So for now, I can't even help him with the money for the surgery because I'm still very rich for now. I can only feed them.
Okay, do you know how much is the surgery?
Yeah, the doctor is demanding for
150,000 naira. Brothers and sisters, what do you think about the story? What do you think about the story? And some of you watching this video right now, I'm sure you're already thinking about your life. Maybe at that point in your life where you are feeling tempted to make bad decisions because you want to become successful, because you want to prove to people that your future is bright. At this moment, you may want to rethink your decision. You know, it is stories like this that will make the young people think. Deborah came, she shared her story, somebody watched it, and now he has given his life to Christ and he's sharing his story. I am happy that, you know, people are leaving darkness and coming into light. And this young man right now, with the way he's talking, he seems like he's repented and he doesn't want to have anything to do with darkness anymore. So the thing that is most important to him right now is making sure that his son undergoes the hernia surgery, which we'll see how we can help him raise that money. And I will also, how old are you?
I'm 24 now.
24. Have you thought of learning a skill? What is your plan for your life, for your future?
Yes, I have a handwork which I learned years ago. I am a professional barber.
Okay, is barbing something you want to do?
Yes, I want to do barbing and also any other thing can add to it, just to make sure that I could be able to be feeding my son, because I don't want to engage in any criminal activities anymore.
How much will it take to set up a standard barbing salon? Something not too expensive, but standard.
Like 450 or 500.
Okay, you think 450,000 naira minus rent will be enough to start a barbing salon?
The rent, let me say everything, I think 600 or 700,000 will be okay.
Okay, in Uromi, Edo.
Yes.
Okay, all right. So these are your major concerns: your child getting well and you having something to do to earn a living. Is he dedicated in church?
Very dedicated.
What are some of the things he does in church?
He's a disciple. Now he back the choir up when they are singing. He sings. Before I wake up sometime, I see that he has swept the church, cleaned everywhere. So he's very dedicated.
How long has he been doing this?
Going to 2 weeks now.
2 weeks now. Oh, still recent. Guys, what do you think about this situation right now? Our brother needs our help. We shouldn't turn a dead eye. He has made his mistakes. He's here. He has admitted it. He has learned his lesson, and he doesn't want to go back to the same thing ever again. So he really needs our help. And see, the most important thing right now to me is the fact that his son needs our help. He needs medical attention. So we need to see how we can help him achieve that. What is your advice for the young people in generation? What's your advice for the young people out there watching you?
What I want to tell them is that not all that guitar is gold. I have dined with the devil. The devil is never a cheerful giver. Once he gives to you, he will expect much in return. I just want to let them to know that they should wait for God's time, because God's time is definitely the best. It may take years, but when God starts blessing you, you are going to feel it, because if the Bible makes us to understand that the blessing of God giveth to it and added no sorrow.
Welcome back. Actually, I remember that I took the phone number of the anchor of that program, Lucky Uju, so that I could ask him some questions to find out whether the operation has been carried out on the boy. But he seems to be busy. He was rejecting my call. Maybe after, I may still have to call him. But you have listened to that story. You have heard the boy's story. And I just want you to understand that everything we do in life has consequence. And you see, it is normal. It is naturally what happens when the devil wants to destroy you. He will always give you a bait. He will always throw in a bait your way. And see, what the devil does is that the devil is very patient, and he believes that he will always get anybody that has escaped his net. And one of my concern is that I hope that the place that the young man is, apart from looking for help and being helped, I hope and I pray that he will also get spiritual help, that he will grow in his walk with the Lord, that it is not a kind of a measure that was taken out of desperation, that he will be established in the truth of the word of God, to understand that sometimes it is the will of God for us to go through afflictions and trials and temptation, and so that he would have enough stamina to wait until his time of visitation comes from the presence of God. Now, this video should teach every one of us a lesson. Now, I do not know any family in Nigeria, if not your immediate family, maybe your extended family member, your cousin, your nephew, your niece, someone that at least you know. Now, I do not know any family now that does not have at least one Yahoo boy. But I pray it doesn't come into your family. If he has not come, he has not arrived already. My prayer is that you don't experience it. Your sons will not get into Yahoo, and your daughters will not become hookup girls. Now, I am being sincere with you. In my extended family, suddenly we are having, scammers. But I know God will preserve my children. You see, once you see your boy or your daughter making, spending money, and you know how, that he's not doing anything that can fetch him or her this kind of money. My friend, that is the time to ask questions. But unfortunately, these are the days. Somebody that I know very well. In fact, I call him my brother, but we are not from the same state, so it's not my brother. I don't have a brother. My mother doesn't have another son. So I'm the only brother. I am the only son. I'm the brother to myself. Okay, my sons are my brothers now. All right. Now, but this guy was mocking his son, that he was just only busy carrying big phones around, and his mates are using phones to pitana something, to press. And I was like, no, he can't say it. But then on a second thought, I know that, the man can say something like that. Now, so we're in an environment, in a situation where parents are even pressurizing their children to do whatever others are doing to make money. So Yahoo has become a brand. One of my cousins, I saw him, with a very big bike. But there was a time I saw the boy with very big power bank and big phone. Something dropped in me that this boy has joined the group. And I told somebody, it's like, this boy has joined. A few months later, I saw him with a very big bike. I asked him, how much is this bike? He said 1.1 million. Oh boy, me, I am looking for 400,000 to buy myself a small bike that I can be using in the village. But my small cousin is riding a bike of 1.1 million. Now, that is where it starts from. And the father is even helping him, taking him to places where they will make sacrifices for him, for the business to boom very well. So now this is that generation. But I want you to understand, brothers and sisters, there is always repercussion. If you are supporting them to be this evil this time, tomorrow comes when you would want to come out of it, you can't come out of it. I have, a brother who is a friend like a brother, whose wife, he married a very wicked wife. This wicked wife somehow, followed another man with the children she had for this my brother. And eventually that man he followed died. Now the first son, who is under 30, he's busy buying lands everywhere. If you come to my village now, landed properties are very expensive because of Yahoo boys. Now, so the guy was telling me that even that son of his does not even recognize him, but he was okay with it, and he told him he doesn't want to have anything to do with that kind of money that he is making. And I told him it is fine. God does not want your hand to stain blood, because see, when you are eating from them, there is a way they are enticed. The first time they'll be shown the color of affluence, so they enter into that group and they will hit it big. And after that second time of hitting it big, it will dry. So once it dries, they begin to look for solution. How is it that this my friend is making it consistently? Now they will be shown a way. That is when you hear something like Yahoo Plus. Now a day may come, it will be you, his father, it will be you, his mother, who has been supporting that evil that he may use to sacrifice to service his altar. And by then it will be too late. Be sure that your hands are clean. Young people, don't be in a hurry. Wait for your time. God's time is the best. I'll be seeing you in the next video. Till I come your way again, I remain your brother in the Lord, and from me to you, Shalom.